Fred, this is why I don't pay attention to you most times. And this is one of the most simple answers that anyone could have ever asked a question. You said, and I'm going to read it exactly how you wrote it, which demonstrates your level of intelligence. Sir, if Christ is not real, what led people like Harriet Tubman out of slavery? You don't not part of me in Jesus Christ's name. You have no answer for this one, sir. That's all one big long run-on sentence. Let me explain something that you may not understand. It is not God. It is not Buddha. It is not Yahweh, Jesus, Muhammad, Allah. No deity whatsoever is the primary mover for a person changing their circumstances. 95% of people in this world and throughout time immemorial have changed their lives when they have experienced too much pain in their current circumstances. If you want to find out why a person all of a sudden lost a whole bunch of weight, why a person got a divorce, why a person moved to another country, why a person changed a job, why a person would leave slavery, the worst, most barbaric slavery in modern times at the hands of American colonists, why a person who is a woman would not want to stay in a situation where she can constantly be raped, where she is constantly being whipped, where she is being worked like a dog. She is, why would she not want to leave that situation? Because the immense amount of pain that that she would have to endure. This is why hundreds of thousands of slaves ran from slavery, because of the unjust pain. And you want to say it's because of your Jesus Christ? Do you not even recognize that it is the teachings of your Jesus Christ that they utilize to keep people in slavery? Slaves, be good to your masters, whether good or evil. This is what your Bible says. This is what your Bible says, with Jesus talking about all men, women, free or bond men are all the children of Christ. So Jesus is saying that whether you are a slave or you are free, you are still a child of this Yahweh God. So your Jesus is still saying that slavery is okay, because in Leviticus 25, of the foreigners you may make slaves and keep them as property and pass them down as inheritance to your children. That is why she was running. So your book tells her to stay a slave. Your Bible tells her to be happy to be a slave. Whereas reality, it is the desire to escape the pain is why she was led to run away. Had nothing to do with your Jesus. Now what people do is that they take whatever faith that they believe in and they add that to strengthen their resolve to run and leave. If she was a part of the Vayuda tribe, then when they came under the enslavement of the Dahomey, those people were probably praying to Olorun or some other deity of that nature to defend themselves against the Dahomey. And the Dahomey were probably praying to Shango to help them defeat these Wayuda. So people pray for their deities of different names in order for them to achieve victory and to escape harassment. So praying to a deity has absolutely nothing to do with the actual action. Sun Tzu utilized military tactics, which most military people have studied, and use those tactics in order to win battles against larger enemies, more fortified enemies. And it did not matter if they were praying to Nawu or if they was praying to any other deity. It did not matter who they prayed to. The tactician was at work. So Harriet Tubman went to work on that Underground Railroad and escaped, and then came back and got some more people and kept escaping and got some more and kept escaping. Why? Because she wanted to escape the pain, and then she wanted to help others to escape the pain. And do you know that many people will be able to escape their pains in life if they were to put the religion in its proper place, which is on the backside, to only be used when you just need to give yourself an extra little falsified push. But the real push is inside of you. The real God goddess is inside of you. The real thing that makes you change your life is inside of you. It has nothing to do with some make-believe deity outside yourself. And so don't try to come and take your bullshit and put it on somebody else. You don't know her, you weren't with her, and you've never endured slavery. You don't know what that is like. I doubt if you've ever endured racism in the modern era, so you don't know, even have an inkling of an idea of what it's like. You see, you probably wasn't walking down the street and thankfully you bent over to tie your shoe and then a bat swooshed over your head and then you get chased for about 5 miles. You probably never endured that. You probably never endured your car being broke down and you walking out into a field and you see a bunch of KKK people around a fire and you got to try to get your way back to your car that had broke down and not even knowing, but fix that damn thing and get the hell on. You probably never experienced that kind of thing, right? You probably never experienced going to a job and as soon as they see your face, they figure that how can you be LD Reed, who has this knowledge of IT work? You probably never experienced that and then get denied and denied and denied. You probably never experienced those things, have you? You probably never experienced just walking into a store and then grown men to a young child calling you all kinds of names and kicking you out the store and threatening you with a shotgun. You've probably never experienced that. So you don't know the kind of pain that this woman was experiencing. So you can't say that it is your Jesus, because it's not. Never your Jesus. It's the pain. So y'all have a great day. Change your life before the pain hit. Make your life great. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.